Hey guys, Diplex here again. Welcome back to our first recap for this month's subscriber game in Call of War. This video and game is kindly sponsored and supported by Call of War, so be sure to check out the link down in the description box below. Sign up to secure 13,000 gold and 1 month of premium. Now, I've made this recap video in the old style that I used to do last year. I hope you guys like the narrative. I myself do actually prefer writing out the story and then reading it like it's, well, a story, instead of doing it play by play. So, without further ado, let's dig right in. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the first recap of our ongoing 100-player game. We're gonna begin down in South America, where Matt823, playing as Goyas, has succeeded in conquering 90% of the continent. Colombia and Ecuador remain, but for how long? Chile has a single province remaining, and the Falklands are still independent. California has received a province in central Argentina as sort of a safe haven. I'll explain more later on in the video. Next up, Africa, where things are actually more calm than they look. The only real internal aggression is aimed towards North Sudan, and the larger northwestern nations, French Sudan and Algeria, controlled by Nithik and Sweden forever, are making their way north into Europe, currently at war with France, Germany, and the United Kingdom. Tanganyika, played by Yeah Boy Yeah, has conquered Madagascar and most of the African east coast. Southwest Africa, controlled by user God's Killer, has managed to make territory past his northern neighbor, Angola. It'll be very interesting to see how the situation develops, as there is no current coalition between the African states. Moving north into Europe, where Algeria, French Sudan, and Libya has invaded Spain, Italy, and Yugoslavia. The ECA, short for the European Continental Alliance, is the governing power of Europe. Its members are the United Kingdom, France, and Germany, played by Walcheg, Major Tyler, and Linus 42, all which have expanded and secured a vast majority of the European mainland within the first week. The United Kingdom and France both have territory in different parts of Europe, whereas Germany controls Central Europe and a small majority of Scandinavia. It'll be very interesting to see how the situation develops, as the three European powers now has to tackle the widespread invasion by the three African powers. Central Asia. Lots to dissect here. The NRO, short for the New Russian Order, is by far the largest power in terms of area. Arkhangelsk, controlled by a former trusted ally, Brad Eberhard, has established the Western Iron Curtain, separating Russia from Europe. Central Russia has gone inactive, and the remaining three member states are Volga Nizhny, North Ural, and West Yakutia, all bordering the Arctic Ocean. Below said nations are Volga Perm, a giant, currently at war with the remaining small Indian states and some Chinese powers. We're sliding down east to the South China Sea and Australia. Sumatra, Indochina, Papua New Guinea, and New Zealand are all chopping Australia apart. Papua New Guinea and New Zealand are part of the same coalition, United Australia, and together with Western Australia in blue and New South Wales in yellow, they will attempt to hold back the invading states part of the Asian and South Asian Pacific APA coalitions, whose members sit in the Greater Chinese and South China Sea areas. And finally, back home to North America. As you can tell, we're busy invading Northeast Asia. My closest allies are Northwest USA, Alberta, and Saskatchewan, and we're currently more Canadian than we are American, but anyway. My plan to unite all of the North American states was partially successful, but fell apart as some internal issues rose between the southwestern and southern states. This is why California has territory in South America, and I believe he will have his revenge against North Mexico and Texas with the help of Goyas. Oh, the drama. At our peak, the alliance contained three coalitions: the Northern Command, Southern Command, and Central Command, all part of the USNA, United States of North America. Only us and Central Command remains, but 2 key states have gone inactive, and Ontario, Illinois, and Kentucky are the 3 remaining allies of our own Northern Command. Godspeed, gentlemen. We entered this in an agreement to rise to power as allies, and we will fall together as allies. Let's focus a bit more on the ongoing invasion. Alberta and Saskatchewan are bringing over some serious troops. There's a constant stream from the bases at home. Northwest USA is making sure our home is safe against any unwanted aggression, which is very important when sending a lot of your own troops away overseas. My troops are moving straight for Nizhneyansk, from where they will continue to go south. The other 2 invasion forces are securing territory further south. Well guys, that's it for this recap. The USNA and all its member states have mobilized its forces due to the recent advances made by Goyas in Central America. Enemy forces are already less than a day from Mexico City, and there is no question of Goya's intention to seize all of the Americas. Texan and Mexican forces have established a defense near Tuxtepec, while more Texan forces are landing further east in Merida. As a result of the recent aggression by Goyas, the Northern Command has called off the invasion of East Asia, and are sending its invasion fleet towards the new front. In Europe, the ECA has been dissolved as a result of the North African invasion. European forces were unable to hold the troops of French Sudan, Algeria, and Libya back. British soil remains British, but for how long? Germany has withdrawn to Scandinavia, but Libyan forces are unlikely to stop on the southern side of the Baltic. As a result of this recent aggression, Arkhangelsk has declared war on Libya. Will the rest of the NCR join forces and challenge the African invasion of Europe? We'll find out soon. Alright guys, I am going to freestyle this bit from now on and till the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed part 1 and our emergency broadcast to cover the recent events. I really didn't see this happening so soon, but as the situation developed, I really didn't want you guys to miss out on the beginning stages of this new major war. This is going to be our greatest test. And when I say our, I mean North Mexico, Texas, Northwest USA, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and ourselves, British Columbia. We had to abort the invasion of Asia. I'm not sure how the situation is going to develop in East Asia. We do have some troops left there, but the majority of our forces have to return home. We have another coalition to the east, primarily Kentucky, Illinois, and Ontario, part of Central Command. I've been having a hard time reaching them. I hope they react to the ongoing events, and I hope they send troops south to help us in the war against Goyas, perhaps even if they would invade the North Brazilian coast or something like that. I know this is all very classified and crucial information that I'm sharing, but by the time this video is uploaded, another 2 days or so will have passed, and all of this will be quite irrelevant. But boys, is this gonna be a proper fight. The situation in Europe is hella cool as well. As long as the United Kingdom remains, I'm not really worried about an invasion from French Sudan or Algeria. I think they have to focus on Africa and Russia. Russia is a major power, and they see this African threat as a threat, of course, or as a rather urgent threat. Count the amount of times I've said threat. But anyway, so Arkhangelsk is currently at war with Libya, and that'll be interesting. I think the rest of his coalition will join in, and so we might see this massive, European battle between North Africa and Russia. Well, boys, isn't this hella cool? Asia, Central and East Asia, well, that's still a mess. Australia is still a mess. China is still a mess. That situation is hella unclear so far, but we're gonna find out what happens soon. Guys, we have to be on battle stations, full alert here. To counter Goyas. We're going to send troops everywhere. We're going to mess them up, guys. I think the United States will stay strong against the Brazilian invasion or the Goyas invasion, because Goyas is actually like a Brazilian state in this game. They split Brazil up. They split them up hella good because it's a big nation, just like the United States. So that's how that works. Goyas. It's hard to bend the word Goyas. Goyan troops, Goyas troops, Goyan forces, Goyasian forces. I don't even know how you bend it. How do you bend it, boys? But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Thank you once again, Call of War, for sponsoring this video. This is, I mean, I'm enjoying this every single time. I don't ever want this to stop. We're having so much fun. Guys, thank you for watching, and be sure to sign up using the link down in the description box below, and join us for the next game. Guys, this has been Diplex with the first, I'd say, almost first 2 weeks by now update, alright? And I'll see you soon again. Stay safe. Wash your hands, don't get caught by corona, and I'll see you guys soon again. Ciao.